For step 5, the modelling of the 3D printed insert to hold the candles in place, what you need to do is start by selecting the front plane. We're going to model this part in the context of all of the other parts. That means that we can use the dimensions that already exist. So I've just selected the front plane to sketch on. I'm going to press N on my keyboard to normalize it, to look at it in 2D. And I'm going to go here and change the view to translucent. That allows me to see through my work. I'm going to start by sketching a vertical line on what is actually the right plane. So I'm going to click on here and draw a straight line down point to point. Press escape on my keyboard. I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to use the dimension and I'm going to dimension the bottom of the line to the bottom of the shape. There we have our dimension, which is currently 2.146. I'm going to select once and change that to be 0. That makes it flat with my shape. Then I'm going to click on my line again. So our shortcut is to press L on your keyboard. We're going to draw a straight line across here. Again, we press escape, we press D for dimension, and we're going to dimension that line 20.5. Okay, which is bigger than the whole, sorry, 20.05, my apologies, which is bigger than the hole. This is because when we drill the hole, it actually drills slightly large. So we want 20.5. We're then going to press the L key again. We're going to draw a vertical line up into the air. Okay, so I went wrong there, so I'm going to undo. Press L. Let's click my line and draw a straight line that's above the top surface of the wooden block. There it is. Okay, and I'm going to draw a line out this way as well. Press escape on my keyboard and press D for dimension. Now what I want to do is dimension this line from the top surface of my work, and I want to change that to be 0.25. So there's a tiny, tiny gap. Then I want to dimension this line here, like so, and we're going to choose 5 millimeters. Then we're going to go back to the line tool. We're going to draw an inner line across here and a line straight up in the air. So a horizontal line and then a line vertically up into the air. Dimension key, we're going to dimension the distance between this line and the bottom line, and we want that distance to be 2. And then we're going to measure the distance between this vertical line, and zooming right in, our line here, we want to dimension between those two, and in this instance we want this to be 1. So we have a thin wall and slightly thicker on the bottom. Lastly, we want to dimension the height of this line from the height of the top of the box. So dimension between those 2 points and change that to be 3 millimeters. Now we want to join or connect this point to this point, and that is up to you, the shape. You could do something very straightforward and simple, for example, which would be an angled straight line. You could do any kind of shape you wish, something like that. I'll just undo. You could use the spline tool to add a spline shape, like so. Or you could use the arc tool to draw a curved arc between, and then you decide how much of an arc you want and you finish. That is so totally up to you. So I'm just going to do very quickly, I quite like the one I did before. I'm going to do, I'm just going to come out of my work a little bit. Hopefully it just deletes that line. So I'm going to come out of my work a small amount. I'm going to drop it down. We'll go in, we'll drop it down, we'll go in. I'm going to drop it down. In fact, yes, I'll go back to there. So that gives me a shape. When it fills in colour, that means the feature will work. Now is the last opportunity if I want to do any modification. If I press escape, I can move any of these lines around. Okay, like so. I could do something, for example, I could make lines parallel, so I could pick this one and this one to make those two, and this one to make them parallel. That's what happens. I might not want that. So if I don't want that, now I can press escape. What I should be able to do is move that, and you can see that this line now remains parallel. So I'm happy with my sketch, so I'm going to tick the green tick to accept. Now I'm going to just place it into 3D. I'm going to click on the revolve tool. I'm going to pick my sketch and I'm going to pick my axis. So the axis is the point that this spins all the way around. So to try and show you that in a little bit more detail, I'm going to go to a shaded view and I'm just going to change mine just so you can see this, and just to show you the principle. So you have your sketch and you're modeling your sketch all the way around that center point to create your part. So it's easier actually if we just choose full, because it automatically makes it 360 degrees. And we want this to be a new part, so we click the green tick to accept. That now gives us our 3D printed insert in the middle of our work. So I know which one it is. I'm going to right click, I'm going to choose rename, I'm going to say 3D printed insert middle, so I know. Hit return. I then need to repeat that exact same process for one here and one here. I will sketch both of them on the front plane. So just to start it, and then you could carry on, I sketch onto the front plane, I normalize, and the key part here, besides making it translucent, is you need to draw this time your vertical line. There's my vertical line, and dimension that line from the center. That distance needs to be 80, the center of the circle, and then you repeat the steps you have just done, which was to select the bottom of the two, change to be 0, and continue sketching.